South Africa and Ireland, who have pretty much come to a full rest, and you can just see the green bow of Bridget Hartley's boat there coming up, with a whole group in fact. Kate Leverett with her, Anna Koziskova with her, from one of the Chinese you got Anne Kessler with them, and Rosenkild I think, and we are up to a massive group, which is really interesting because we're just about to enter the canal for the first time. So great work from whoever led that. I suspect maybe Hartley, Leverett and Koziskova between them, and confusion now. Well, it's a well organised group, but they've got narrow bridges to go under in the very near future. Up goes Rosenkild. She needs to get behind Hartley pretty much as soon as possible. It's not easy at the back there. Speed's gone up just a tad. Ward moves across as Chelai Vorosh takes the lead, goes back to Kisley. Kisley keeps control, and it's Leverett is struggling at the back now. On goes Lizzie Broughton. They'll be keen to break this group up. Egan still doing extremely well, keeping herself protected behind Chelai Vorosh there, and that chase pack that made it back momentarily, all of them have fallen by the wayside. It's so hard. Only Koziskova remains vaguely in touch. Race management so far goes to Jenna Ward. She's only just about to lose her V for the very first time, falling back to Egan. Bit slow to get out of the way was Egan, and now has to work her way around the outside. Perhaps she'll take on Bedek, perhaps she'll wait until the bridge. Jenna Ward, superb so far. Egan decides to come to the main line of the group. That straight line back from the leader, there's always nice waves if you're directly behind the leader or in a line directly behind the leader. Egan though moves up to the tail. Broughton, and for now at least it's Barrios who's got the best ride, but there goes Chelai Vorosh. Koziskova moves wide in the hope. Jenna Ward moves wide. Somebody must have been squeezed back onto the V that she wanted or had. The bridge is going to be significant, and it arrives in about 30 seconds time. That chase group are all still there in ones and twos. The only omission now is Hartley. We can't see her. Chelai Vorosh leads into the bridge. Bedek pushes up. Speed picks up. Kisley goes with them. It's the big guns at the front now. Barrios in the V as Chelai Vorosh goes full bore for the second bridge of the day. A little bit of vulnerability at the back of the group. Broughton this time not having it all her way. Be interesting to see which arch they choose. To go right is going to be tough. It looks like middle. It is middle. Up moves Broughton. She's going right. Great move, but the angles are going to go wrong for her as she comes out of this turn. She's going to hit the other side on. She has to get there quickly. And here's where she's going to meet them side on. Oh, beautifully done. Lizzie Broughton, what a star. Superb from her. Managed both bridges, the best of all the athletes out there. There's a little risk to that as you come out at a different angle to the other athletes, but she managed that perfectly, took that little bit of a risk going inside the boys that mark the shallows, but what a winner. So there's your front group, there's millions of them. Chelai Vorosh, Bedek, Kisley, Ward, Barrios, Egan and Broughton. Zeng, Kessler and Koziskova just behind. Bedek looking strong to the left of Chelai Vorosh. Kisley having a free ride for now. Ward and Egan, the waves don't sit well there in the shallows.
Amazing racing so far. Interesting also that Koziskova is back. She lost quite a lot, but she is always able to come back, as it seems. We see that happen in many races.
So the whole group made it back temporarily, but they've been dropped again. This group's been fairly stable. Barrios in a nice position there also. The bridge just disturbing the shape of the group, but that will reform immediately afterwards.
And Chelai Vorosh in the position she likes most.
You sense a comfort with her when she's in the front like that. She's very relaxed at the front.
She told me the other day that she really loved that position, being in front, controlling, trying to get away free.
She's leading now, Broughton on her right. Broughton without doubt has managed the bridges better than anyone else so far. Gap back to Zeng from China, 56 meters, she's on her own. Group gets strung out around the right hand bend, Chelai Vorosh leads.
But interesting that one of the Chinese girls is so close to the top.
Barrios struggling at the back, as is Ward, I think now. Ward's not really mixing it with the group at the moment.
She had a great race.
Some work to do.
Yeah, she had a great race the first couple of kilometers, but now
that's a painful place to be. She's picking up the pieces really, and that's going to be hard for her from here.
Oh yeah.
She might get to the tail of Egan.
It's a bit shallow as well, so trying to climb the washes there is hard.
So Kisley probably done the least so far. Chelai Vorosh happy to have done the most. Bedek never been in trouble, and Broughton found herself in a vulnerable position coming into the canals and absolutely bossed it through that first bridge to come out safe, secure on the side of Chelai Vorosh.
Jenny Egan, good race so far.
It's good to see Jenny and Lizzie both up there again. They both had tough years in some of the races. Got Koziskova at the back of the screen there with Kessler of France. And behind them, Rosenkild and Leverett. Started side by side on the start line, and now they're side by side in the race. But the top 7, Chelai Vorosh, Bedek, Broughton, Kisley, Egan, Ward and Barrios. Barrios not quite got settled in the group yet. She had a couple of good rides, but not much. And this portage, the vulnerability at this portage, I would say, lies with maybe Egan and Ward. They're going to have to make sure they don't let the gaps open.
Gonna be a rough portage.
There's not going to be, it's big pontoons, but they're all going to want to be in the same place.
Coming into the first portage. All well together. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a breakout from this portage. Gonna be fast, intense.
So in comes Chelai Vorosh. She's leading in. Jenna Ward already off the pace, I think. It's going to be a tough few moments for her. Bedek looking strong. Looking the strongest we've seen her, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
Broughton also safe. Right goes Egan. Broughton takes her out even further right.
Chelai Vorosh, a good runner.
Here Pete Egan telling Jenny to get out before she's even got to the landing stage. I'm thinking that's not a good idea, Pete. Jenny running well though, ahead of Bedek, ahead of Barrios, so safety there.
2 Hungarians in top now.
Together with Lizzie Broughton, and she runs well, she portages well always. But she needs to hang on to these two. And around comes Barrios, she runs.
Yeah, extremely well.
Egan looking safe though as well. So, Hungarians in, Barrios, superb, absolutely superb. Kissley away. A little bit slow from Broughton there, and that's going to cost, that is going to cost. Egan also in danger. Ward is in trouble. I don't think we'll see Ward, but luckily the group slowed. Barrios.
Actually, Sofia Chelai Vorosh told me the only thing she really feared was the ability of Barrios to run.
Right, okay.
Yeah, to portage.
Well, she came from the back of the field to the front there.
Yes, and had a marvelous jump into the boat.
So well done.
Yeah.
Rosenkilde behind Leverett and Kessler. Koziskova getting in her boat and in no hurry at all. Can't help feeling that we won't be seeing her up the sharp end today. Rosenkilde at the back of that group, the front four settled, and Broughton giving Egan a tow back to that group. It's got to be done while they go slow, and it is being done, and that's a relief. But there's nowhere in that group to go. It's Barrios wants to come round. The 1V's opened up. It's all Lizzie's if she wants it. She's got to get there quickly, and she has. Bedek had the opportunity to duck in, but missed it. And Great Britain and Ireland safe again. I'm not sure what Barrios is doing there. Barrios has dropped off the side and drifted all the way to the back of the group. And there could be trouble for her. I don't know why you'd do that. She looks okay now. Egan willing Broughton to move up to the side. Bedek moving up. Possibly going to close in on Chelai Vorosh. It's hard to work out who's leading here. It could be three side by side, judging by the position of the others. It's going to fall with Bedek leading, I think, which will suit Egan probably. I cannot work out what is going on there at all. That's kind of, I don't know what's happening there. So Bedek drops back now after pushing up for a while. Chelai Vorosh. Bedek, all that effort to come level. And now she's going to drop back for the turn. Broughton moves up, Bedeck should get there, but it's going to be a race. Egan's going to want that, and she's got it. So racecraft Bedeck does not have. She just doesn't see the openings. She did a lot of work for no result. Then an opening came, and Egan way too sharp for Bedeck. And Egan finally can get some breath back. That will be welcome relief for her and Pete, who was possibly overexcited on the portage, telling her to get out while she was still approaching the landing stage. So Kisly leads from Chelai Vorosh. Broughton to her left. Egan tucked in the back. Bedeck just to the right of Egan, and Barrios seemingly chose to drift to the back of the group and stay there. Maybe she just wants to be out of sight, out of mind. I don't know. It's
yeah, she seems to be comfortable there. She's not a paddler that likes shifting speed. She wants a good steady state all the time and not doing too much work.
So fairly constant now. You can see the speed they're going, the waves don't fit well. You see how far up that Barrios is on the tail of Egan. Yeah. There's not a comfortable wave back there at the speed they're travelling.
But the stroke rate is low from her, so.
Yeah, and her shoulders are low, hands are low. She's very relaxed. She's kind of moved up between Egan and Bedeck. Now she's going up the other side. The wave back there isn't comfortable, and she's trying to search out something a little bit easier. Maybe she's found it behind Lizzie now.
Yeah. That's a quite good position for her.
Vulnerable though if Chelai Vorosh is the next leader. So that's going to be Ward out on her own, right at the top right of your screen there. She's caught for speed coming into the portage. So Kisly and Chelai Vorosh looking good. Bedeck, I can't see surviving this if she misses the opportunities that she's already missed. Egan now pretty much fully rested, I would think, from being in that V for so long. Broughton's not missed a trick all the way through, and Barrios, third last year, is doing things her own way. There'll be a degree of optimism in the Great Britain camp. If Lizzie's there at this stage, life just gets better and better for her as the race progresses. The Irish too, the longer they see, there goes Chelai Vorosh. It's going to be covered. Egan will hope that Bedeck comes up the side, but she's not going to. Jeez, Broughton takes on Kisly. It's a bold move. Kisly will just drop back, hold her off. Chelai Vorosh will be the next leader. And it's whether that V opens up in time for Broughton to get in. She's looking at it already. She's looking to drop, but perhaps the Spaniard's already there. So So they're waiting desperately. Will Egan go up the right of Chelai Vorosh? Two people have their eye on the V behind Vorosh. It's Broughton and Barrios, both waiting. It's about the timing of the move. It relies on Egan going up the right of Chelai Vorosh, which they won't do for a while because we're on a big right-hand turn. And Bedek, for me, it's only a matter of time for Bedek, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so one more yellow buoy, and then Egan will probably go up the side of Chelai Vorosh. When she does, it's whether maybe she won't. Maybe the speed is too high. Bridge is coming up as well. So group shape's going to remain unchanged for now. Bedek has an opportunity to come round if she can. And the speed's just going to increase now as they approach the bridge. Bedek seemingly going uphill at the back there. That's got to be tough. Through the middle arch. There's an opportunity for Bedek. Can she do it as well as Broughton did on the previous lap? She's not attacking it with the right sort of purpose, and the angles are going to be all wrong for her, I think. Could be the last we see of Bedek. Can she get round in time? Possibly not. Margins are fine there. We saw Lizzie do it perfectly on the previous lap. Bedek struggling. You can see her there just off the back of the group. Group's still travelling reasonably slowly though, so she's going to make contact. No gain for her, but she's still in the mix. Second group beginning to chase. Speed is pretty high now. It's hard work out there. Through the double arches they go. See the second group there, not really threatening, but they're still there. Here they are now, led by Leverett. Koziskova, 486 from China is Zheng. Jenna Ward's back with them now. getting a little bit of rest, and Rosenkild makes up the 5th person in that group. It's a decent pack, but whether they've got the firepower there to close this group, I think probably not. So Chelovoros leading, as she has done for quite a long time now. Group hasn't changed shape throughout the whole of the canal. They're onto the lake again, and I can't see it changing now either. So Chelovoros, Kisley, Egan, Barrios, Broughton and Bedek. 6. Six well organised paddlers. How much would Lizzie enjoy if Jenny Egan moved up to the right of Vorosh now? Vorosh just stopping briefly. She's got a reed across the front of her boat. Just took that off. Small irritant. Leverett leading the chase pack still. Bedek just wavering at the back of the group there. All the athlete buses lined up on the bridge there to take us back to the hotels when all this is over. So Chelovoros has led for a good few minutes now, and will continue to lead all the way in to this second portage. So we're looking at 6 portages today for these ladies, 7 laps. Speed's gone up, groups strung out just a little. Egan sitting pretty there, but the others all just dangling a little bit. It's a little bit stressful at the moment.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Chelovoros trying something here, running really fast.
They've all reformed again. It's all back to standard.
Yeah. You can see the speed increased slightly into the portage now.
There goes Egan. Nicely done. She's going to be followed by Broughton. 2 Hungarians going to the left. Spaniard going to the right. Bedek in trouble.
Once again, Barrios has to trust her ability to run.
I think from what we saw, she's well within her rights to trust her running. She ran so well. Bedek is going to have questions asked of her here though. Chelovoros through, followed by Kisley. Egan this time very well organised, very well placed. Lizzie also very well placed.
Get in quick, get in quick!
Egan getting her instructions. Running long. Is he stopping early? It's nicely organised from all 4 of those girls. So away go the two Hungarians. The others have got to give chase quickly because two of those get away. There's trouble always. Boom goes Chelai Vorosh. She's off and she means it. It's bad news for Bedek and for Barrios.
Definitely.
It's whether Egan can bridge that gap or not. It's going to be tight, but I think it's going to be done.
It's going to be done.
Egan's going to make it, and she's taking Broughton with her.
Yeah.
Egan now will sit there and wait, and Broughton has to go all the way up to Chelai Vorosh. It's a long way, and it's going to be expensive for her, but it's got to be done. Chelai Vorosh says Vanda, and Vanda takes up the lead. And Egan is sitting on that half V.
Clever way to do it from Chelai Vorosh there.
And Bedek looking strong on the close.
Yeah.
I'd written her off. I didn't think she had that, but she's going to make it, I think. It's going to be costly, and it's Barrios who's struggling to stay with her now. Egan not endearing herself to Broughton there. I think we've seen the last of Barrios, maybe.
Maybe.
So Barrios third last year.
But the speed is a little bit slower now. It's great to have this background sound. You could really hear them talking there.
Yeah. So Bedek now has decisions to make. Does she sit there, or does she come all the way around Egan and onto Kisley? Do you have an opinion on that, Stefan? I mean, she needs a rest.
She needs a rest. She won't try, I don't think. And
But if she did get to Kisley now, then she kind of puts herself firmly in the front four for the next set of rotations. Where she is now, if Chelai Vorosh leads, the group of four's set, and Bedek's not in that heart of the group.
Could be, or she's waiting for the
so here we go.
V-wash.
Here we go. The group changes. Egan moves irritatingly as far as Broughton is concerned onto Chelai Vorosh's tail.
Cleverly done from Egan there.
Egan's settled in and she's managing the group reasonably well, very well right now.
Bedok is moving.
Bedek moves up one place. Broughton ducking in behind Egan for the next to the turn boys. Group of five now. Barrios some 15 seconds down. Impressed by Bedek's catch up there, Stefan.
Yeah.
I don't think they were going slow during that period either.
It didn't. She looks very fit this weekend. We saw that in the short distances as well.
Egan sticking by her game plan, staying on that half V. Leverett moves up, takes over the lead from Rosenkild in Group 2. China with Zhang. Oh, what happened there then? That's Rosenkild in the water.
There's nothing really happening. She got
just a clip of the paddles maybe?
Yeah, she got a little bit close. Sorry for her.
Pretty sure that'll be on film and we'll get a recap of that in a minute. And the group changes shape because Bedek has made that move round to Kisley. And Jenny Egan has been so efficient around the last lap.
Finding the good spots all the time. Making the right moves.
Thanks entirely to her brother Pete, who's still shouting instructions from the stands, even though they're at the other end of the lake.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the recap of the swim at the front. Watch the second athlete there, Rosenkilde. It was Jenna Ward, just caught her left paddle. Little look back, maybe even an apology from Ward, but it happened so fast and absolutely no intent. Little mistake. And that's the result.
That's the worst spot to hit the paddle when it's on its way up.
Out of the water, yeah.
Because then the paddler is so relaxed and the grip of the paddle is very, very soft. It's easy to throw it out of the hand.
So Egan getting the best of this so far. Kisley leads, Chelai Vorosh to her right, Bedek to her left. That is a strong group of paddlers right there. Broughton for now having to tough it out as the 5th boat in the group.
Nice pick. You can see how relaxed it is to be in the V wash where Egan is now. She's really hardly paddling there. Perfect spot to be in for her. Just sitting there resting, arms down, doing the work with her lower body, while Kisley is pulling.
So Egan hasn't been off that front wash there for an entire lap now. Now she moves over. Lizzie needs to move up. Maybe just caught for speed.
She saw. Maybe she heard something there. These Hungarians are talking to each other, we heard that before.
Now finally a little bit of a safer place for Lizzie. We make our way towards the bridges and the back channel. So 2 portages done.
Once again the speed increases when Chelai Vorosh take the lead.
So 1 abandonment, Gaia Piazza from Italy, possibly racing K2 tomorrow, and this race wasn't panning out for her, so Leverett there with Zeng, Koziskova and Ward. Nice group of 4. For now, at least, no sign of weakness in the front group. Everyone through the middle arch this time. Round they go. Pretty much the same group formation as this time on the last lap. Borosh leading. And round goes Lizzie to the right hand side. Finally organising the group. She got fed up with being given the dog end of choices at the back, and now has decided to make a statement and get herself organised again. Beautifully done. Did it through the bridge arch. Kind of that kept it secret for 2 or 3 strokes, and then by the time she was seen, there was no stopping it. Egan happy for that though. That gives her another V-wash, and it's Bedek now in the worst position in the group. Egan, superb.
Yeah, really.
Superb.
Everything seems to play out for her. It's just...
Yeah, but you know that's not chance.
No, it's not, but it looks like.
Yeah.
She have been there on the V-wash for most of the
Nearly 2
laps.
laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the men's racing, that group would change far more frequently. That 5th person would come round and round and round, and it'd be much more destructive group shape in the men's. It would be very testing. But Bedek seems happy to stay at the back of it.
Yeah. She's experienced enough to know the cost of such effort, and maybe she's just waiting there. I mean, she had been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah. But with a group racing like this, we don't always see this in the women's. So.
No. So improved tremendously over the last couple of years. So many good women now.
This is a chase.
More is coming with China now.
Yeah. Kate Leverett tucked on the V-wash in that group. Jenna Ward paddling well. Koziskova. Change of shape again. Jenny's going to try and come up to the side of Chelai Borosh. She wants to establish herself, and Lizzie Broughton's taking her on.
Bedek is in trouble.
And Jenny seeing that the V's going to open up. She's just going to drop round.
Yeah.
Straight in.
That is a sign that Bedek is a little bit
she's in
tired.
trouble.
Yeah.
She's in trouble. She's not going to last beyond the next portage.
No. She could have just taken 2 or 3 hard strokes and have avoided Egan to take this middle wash.
But she failed to see one earlier as well that should have been hers, and she didn't take it. Then she rejoined the group, which she's, maybe she's going to do that again now. But to miss those opportunities is so high cost. So Bedek clearly strong in terms of average speed on the water. Those little mistakes or just seeing stuff too late is expensive. She's still not settled in the group, but she is getting back there.
Once again, Egan is...
She's okay, but now she's paying the price for not giving Lizzie the V earlier. Lizzie's not going to open that up for her.
She has a good wash there.
Halfway in the race, pretty much. And it's looking good for Ireland and Great Britain. To me, at least one of those goes home with something from here today. So portage number 3 looms. One more bridge, and the tension builds. Kissley going second arch. Egan following her, regrouping straight after the bridge. Small gap to Bedeck. Egan's running's going to be tested here, I think.
She has improved
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, her portaging used to be a proper weak point in her racing. But at some stage you feel the two Hungarians are going to try and make that split, and when they do, it's you've got to be there.
Yeah, I don't think they will try this.
Not on this one?
Portage, no. They made an attempt to the previous one. Now I think they will wait 2 more or something. You never know.
That's the beauty of us, Stefan.
Yes.
We never know.
No, we can guess.
Okay, Hungarians left. British Isles to the right. Bedeck following in behind Egan. Pete barking instructions in the background.
Yeah.
It's like a little Jack Russell of instructions back there. Bedeck.
He's in trouble.
Oh, she just making it hard. Through comes Chelo Vorosh into the drinks lane. Over the head goes the drink. Dropped it.
Oh.
It's round her feet. There's trouble. Sacked.
Oh. That's not a good situation.
Sacked. Oi, oi, oi. How much does she hate him right now? Egan needs to get in her boat quickly here.
So this
Broughton's fine. Egan needs to paddle. She needs to be off and away. It's 2 or 3 lengths, but the group aren't travelling too fast. She's going to be okay.
No.
Pete can relax. Second group.
China leading.
Zheng from Ward, from Koziskova, from Leverett.
Leverett is doing an amazing championship.
What a great weekend.
Yeah. Born 83, she has been in this for many years, but I've never seen her doing this well.
We've seen her had quite a bit of misfortune. Didn't she swim at one of them after the start on one of them? And maybe it's just never worked out for her before.
She had quite a good run in Oklahoma 2014, but after that.
I think that is a boat full of water.
Yeah.
That pink boat, it's heavy.
Maybe they don't have foot pumps.
All the water's down the front now.
Oh.
You can see by the way she picked, and she hasn't let it. She hasn't emptied it either. She's just tipped it. It's so. The time it takes for the water to get out of that boat seems like a lifetime, and you're so reluctant to wait for it. But having stopped, you've got to wait. So Ward and Leverett, Koziskova away.
It's still a lot to learn from the Chinese team. Good paddlers, but marathon is
still new to them.
Yeah.
Great athletes in their team. And Bedeck.
Yeah.
Still there.
For the first time, Lizzie is up there doing the job. Do you think that the missing drinks of Celai Burrows changed her mindset a little bit?
Well, here we go. Let's see what happens. He moves across. He seems late moving across.
Yes.
Really, he'd do better to be, just there earlier.
Yeah.
It catches round her feet.
You need to be able to run at the same speed as your athlete.
You're thinking he's a couple of years past his sell-by date, that one? They need a couple of younger Portage helpers there.
I didn't say that, but
but I saw your face when you said it though, Stefan. I know no one else does, but I read it. I read it well. I cannot believe that Bedek is back here. If you can pull back to that group, why are you dropping off in the first place?
But I think the speed decreased slightly. Maybe the lack of drinks for Salivaris changed her view of the tactic for this lap. Trying just to relax and save energy.
Yeah.
Not facing the risk of getting dry.
At least with the courses as they are now, it's only one more lap without a drink. In the old days, that could have been the last time you ever saw your support crew. And that was the one chance they had.
It's sometimes harder for the support group than for us paddlers. They were traveling around cities and trying to keep up.
Driving to the next destination.
Yeah.
Race moves on. Lizzie wanting to hand over the lead to one of the Hungarians. Be a welcome break for Bedek. Straight up into the V goes Egan. Bedek seemingly happy to just tough it out on wash number 5. So no drama at the moment. I think this will settle like this for quite a while. So Kisley leads. Broughton. Chalaivorosh. Egan. Bedek, as she has been for quite a while now, just dangling at the back of that group. Chelo Vorosh sitting much further up on the wave than Broughton there. It's kind of personal preference a little bit. It's, don't read too much into it. Sometimes you are at the back of the wave because you're just about to fall off it, but I don't think that's the case here. That's just personal preference. As Chelo Vorosh moves forward,
that's why she was.
Bedeck is finally seeing an opportunity, and is she going to get there before Lizzie? I don't think so. No. Oh, Jenny.
Why? Why does she do like this? It seems like she doesn't want the V-wash.
Yeah. Well, the V-wash never opened as it turned out because Jenny didn't move up the side, but
she could have.
Bedeck is now coming round though, which leaves Jenny with the V, so you know, fair play to Jenny. But you know what's going to happen here, because they're going to come, actually lost on the course where they are. They're just going around the white bridge turn. They're going to lap someone very shortly, but you know what Lizzie's going to do at the next bridge. She's going to go through the right-hand arch again, as she did on the first lap, I'm sure, and she will get back in that front four. And that will confuse things a bit if she tries that, because that's going to try and separate then Kisly from Chelo Vorosh. So we've got that to look forward to. Lizzie knows it works. And it's her only way, well, not her only way back, but it's the easiest way back into that front four. So Lizzie moves up the side, ready for the bridge. The one who needs to be careful here is Jenny Egan, because if Lizzie joins in the front of this group after the turn, the right-hand turn, or bend rather, at the bridge, then Jenny finds herself in a position she hasn't been in for a while. So this is going to be fun. Any minute now, Lizzie will speed up to get through that right-hand arch, get through early, get through quickly.
There she goes.
And there it goes. Kisly also going right though this time. So Kisly, superb for her. She saw that coming. She knew she was vulnerable to Lizzie, and she's held Lizzie off, and that is
really
proper good from Kisly. Have that awareness, and actually it just didn't pan out for Lizzie that time. And
it's only happened once.
Do you know what? I would not have thought that Kisly would have planned that in advance and seen that coming. So that is that's how good they are now.
Yes.
And
she learned from the previous time and saw the risk.
Yeah. Very, very good.